As a business, you're always looking for ways to reduce your expenses, right? But you've also heard that you have to spend money to make money. Well, why not have both? It's so important to understand how your investments are making money on your operation, and that is no different when it comes to herd supplementation either. In today's video, I'm going to explain how Riomax can justify its cost on your operation with the results that it delivers. Hey guys, Ashley Kettner with Riomax. Now, it is so important that every rancher has a solid understanding of how their supplement is going to deliver results that will deliver a profit for your operation. So that is why in today's video, we are going to dive into the specifics, the results that Riomax delivers that comes with the profits that we talk about. It's important to know how Riomax is justifying its cost and how you're going to see a return on your investment. Okay, so a common one that we hear is the way that ranchers can reduce the amount of hay being fed to reach the same goal. In other words, we also see guys being able to stretch pastures to make them last longer, push off hay dates, increase carrying capacity on the ranch. These are all different examples that we get feedback from when it comes to better utilization of forage. Now, typically, on average, we'll see anywhere from 15 to 30% better utilization on forage, and that is from pastures to hay to any types of forage. And what's cool is there are many ranchers that come back and say, you know what, the forage that we were able to save actually offset the cost of Riomax all by itself. And then they get to tell us that, well, we took our leftover hay to the sale and sold it, and we got an extra income stream just from that. Another metric that ranchers are always looking at is weaning weights, or pounds going to the sale. And that's important because that's when you get paid every year, right? So on average, we see anywhere from 10 to 40 pound increase on weaning weights in the very first year. And that's so important because the more pounds you have at the sale, the more money in your pocket, thus justifying the cost of Riomax. Okay, on the next one, we're still talking about metrics at the sale barn. It's not just how many pounds per one calf, but how many calves in general, right? So here at Riomax, we're always talking about or looking at that metric as far as conception rates on an operation as a whole. On average, we see 3 to 10% increase on conception rates when a rancher begins using Riomax. Now, that also not just looking at the dollars that brings by getting, a few more percent bred, but the hassle that you don't have to worry about to replace that cow and get another heifer in there, and the time, the money, all of that comes with having open cows. Now, not just overall conception rates, but we're also gonna be looking at metrics like how many can we get bumped up a cycle? Because every time you move a cow up a cycle, you're getting an extra 21 days with that calf. And if you figure an average of 2 pound gain per day, that's 42 pounds gain just by moving that cow or getting that cow bred a cycle sooner. So all these pounds add up even quicker in that aspect. Okay, so the last one is one of the biggest ones for many operations. We've had guys come and tell us that this particular metric for results is one that has helped their profit margins incredibly, and that's looking at the health of your entire herd. Cows, bulls, calves, everything. Because the healthier all those animals are, the more productive they're going to be and the more profit they're gonna bring to your operation. When we're looking at calves, for example, if there's a calf that gets sick, it just can't live up to the genetic potential that it's supposed to have, which means it's not gonna be bringing the profits that it should be bringing. So the more we can help to reduce the sickness and help increase the overall health of your entire herd will only help with increased production of those animals, but also help to reduce time and labor spent treating them, help reduce money on medicine that's needing to go to those calves. So it's a full circle area that is so often overlooked by ranchers. Now, even the smallest impacts in any of those categories can add up so quickly. Now, I hope you have a good understanding of how Riomax can justify its cost, and I really encourage you to click the link in the description that will take you to our Big 3 calculator, where you can plug in your own numbers for your operation to see what it's going to take for Riomax to justify its cost on your operation. Now, any questions at all, don't hesitate to call us because we'd be eager to help you and walk through all of it. Click the like button if you found value to this video, and absolutely don't forget to subscribe.